Hello, it is Saturday, and this week we are talking about sex. So I'll say up front that this isn't going to be the most G-rated video, as in if you're 10 years old and watching this with your mom, things might get a little awkward. But it's actually not that graphic, it's not that detailed, so you should be fine. The first thing I'll say about sex is that it's a very poorly defined process. There are very few rules, it's impossible to become good at it with every possible sex partner, and people can't even agree on what the definition of sex is. I mean, I can make the argument that like 5 from people that I've slept with could have been the people that took my virginity. Like, I don't even know which one is correct, because what is even sex? What even is it? But wait, there's more. It's also embarrassing and awkward and uncomfortable. It forces you to be vulnerable and do things that you're definitely not used to doing. And it's not something you can just openly talk about with anyone. I mean, it's hard enough to open that line of conversation with the person that you're about to have sex with. And it's so easy, like really easy to make it sound worse, to make yourself feel worse, and to make sexual encounters seem way worse than they actually were. That's necessary at all for you to feel. I mean, it sounds pretty terrifying, and I mean it is. I mean, everything I listed has probably been felt by sexually active people at one point or another. Everyone's had bad experiences. Even if that means that one time when you farted and then immediately cut ties with civilization and moved into the nearest sea cave for the rest of eternity, yeah. So anyway, like I said, sex almost always has the power to make somebody feel bad about themselves, unfortunately. There are a lot of factors that play into what makes sex have this power over people, but I'm going to talk about something that has affected me and my sexual journey most personally. Sex for me makes me feel 2 simultaneous feelings. 1, the pressure to do it right, and 2, the fear of doing it wrong. As you can imagine, these 2 feelings combined make it very hard to do anything at all, ever. I'm going to skip the dirty details, but I'm going to share a couple things with you that help me get over these feelings and let sex actually become something that's fun, which is what it should be. 1, the only way to be doing it wrong, assuming that it's already a consensual practice, is to be doing nothing at all. So if you at least try new things to either do to your partner or have them do to you, you're already getting better. 2, awkward, embarrassing, and uncomfortable sex can actually be fun if you don't let it get to you. Let yourself laugh during sex. It's really not that serious of a moment. You're not at a funeral. I mean, unless you are, in which case that's very kinky. And you're not at a job interview, so if things don't go as planned, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't matter. 3, the very act of naked people randomly rubbing each other in various compromising positions is awkward. So if you find yourself being like really uptight about the situation, just think, wait, it's only awkward because we're having sex, and that's awkward anyway, and I meant to be doing this, like having sex was intentional, so it's really not all that awkward. It's just kind of normal and how it's supposed to be, because like I said, naked rubbing, awkward. 4, other than masturbation, you can really only practice having sex when you have another person available. And when you think about how many people each person is having sex with, you figure out that even the people having the most sex with the most people don't actually have all that much practice. I mean, I practiced playing the saxophone every single day for years, and I still sucked at it. So even if I'm having sex with a different person every single week or every single day of the week, like, how good can people really expect me to be? And how far ahead can other people really be? Like, we're all on the same kind of plane of having, like, kind of minimal amounts of, like, very isolated practice periods. And on that note, having sex with a new person is basically just erasing all of your practice, because everybody is way different sexually and they're into way different things. I mean, I can't say that I'm a sexpert. As far as like my sexual experiences, they've improved like many hundreds % over each other as my life goes on. It used to be a super awkward, uncomfortable, bad situation that I didn't enjoy yet I wanted to be doing, so it was just like a no-win situation for me. But now it's actually really great, so you could become the next me, you know, the average sexual person. Hope you enjoyed me talking about sex at funerals, only briefly. Anyway, goodbye.